volume change as you kind of looked up. But the timing wise, you nailed it all. So let's just do one more like that.
Okay. But we can go tonight. Sometimes they just don't see how great I can be. Sometimes it scares me, but I find strength in who I am. They may not understand, but I know I can.
Cool. Except for like right where you came in on the verse, everything else is like fitting right into place. Are the levels okay in your earphones?
Can I have a little bit more of myself?
Yes. Okay, so let's just focus on that transition for a couple times from the chorus into the verse. If we need to, we can just cut the whole chorus part out and just do a beep count in. But yeah, I know that part I'm not worried about. But if it's easier, we can always adjust.
Okay.
We'll grab the fire as they're on. Just burn them down into the ground.
I don't blame you for who you are. It's a deeper scar. It's just because they don't expect. I don't blame you for who you are. It's a deeper scar. Just because they don't expect for me to fight, but we can go tonight. Sometimes they just don't see how great I can be. Sometimes it scares me, but I find strength in who I am. They may not understand, but I know I can.
I heard you say something today I'd never heard you say before. I saw a fire in your eyes, a truth behind your careful lies.
Okay, so we're in Studio J, just doing some vocal session today. We're really working on verse number 2, and this is, it went really well. I just want to walk you through a little bit of what we did just so you can see it. We were in the big room out there, which the lights are off now, but we were having the microphone connected to a wall panel, and that wall panel, at least one of them is connected to this device right here, which is a microphone preamp, and it has phantom power, so we could power the microphone. It has the gain here, so we could turn it up and down. We have an equalization section, and then that goes straight into our Pro Tools hardware. We could use Logic in this room, but I just stuck with Pro Tools today, primarily because it was a little bit easier in terms of just simply turning it on and going with it. And over here we have a little, like a line level mixer from Neve, the 8804 and the 8816 summing mixer. So that's how we get back out to the speakers. And then we have this unit here, which is the M905 Grace. It's like part of a whole studio monitoring system that lets us get things into our speakers and out to our headphones. So as you may or may not have heard when we were doing the actual recording, there's a few different things we had to do. One of them was get good levels. That means that we have a microphone signal coming from the live room that isn't too soft or isn't too loud and causing distortion. It has to be just right. The other thing we do is make sure that then we get good performances. And so we had a little bit of back and forth about different phrases and making sure that we had the best performance or one that was appropriate to the song. And so that was the bulk of the session. And then keeping things organized in the project so that way I can take these back to my other studio and put them into the original project and go from there. So there's kind of a housekeeping portion to this. There's an artistic portion of this. And then there's the technical portion of this. And unless you have other people you're working with, like a producer, and the artist and an engineer and the assistant engineer. If you're in that situation, everybody kind of has their own duties. In this case, it was just me and the singer. And so I had to make sure that everything on the artistic, technical, and organizational side were all taken care of so that the artist could just sing and not have to worry about the rest. Okay. The last thing I'll say is that it's really important to keep the mood right in a situation like this. So that way the artist can just focus and feel creative and they don't have to worry about anything else. And so making sure that everything's set up and ready to go without any blips is really important. Okay, that being said, the last thing I'll show you is the patch bay. We're not using too much of that in here, but we have a patch bay. Everything in the studio can be patched around here. So I can hook all the equipment up by plugging cables into here or microphones directly into here. So this is like the nervous center attaching to the brain for the entire studio. Otherwise, this is what it looks like. Equipment everywhere. And then we have acoustic treatment and lights and an old crappy couch and other things happening here.